Hello and welcome back to Blind Nation. This is your host, John, coming at you from Spreaker, also broadcasting on YouTube, and also going through on Twitter and Facebook. And on this podcast, we're going to be talking about bullies. Every podcast that we do, we are out to deliver a message to others, to get a message that hopefully gets to other people that need to receive the messages that we put out. Whether it's about motivation, about bullying, about self-esteem, politics, whatever it is, every message that we deliver, we hope that it gets to the right people. And you can help us by sharing all of our podcasts or vlogs to other people. So that's very important. But let's talk about bullies again today. Something that troubles me when I hear about it. I received a message from a subscriber. I've not read the story yet. I want to, but I don't want to because I know the horrible story that's going to be behind it. It's never good. It's never good when you have to see stories like that. But I can tell you that an 8-year-old child took their own life because they were being bullied. You know, to me, and I think most will agree, a bully, it is so immature. And it's also very selfish. People will say, well, what do you mean it's selfish? How is it selfish? Well, it's selfish because they're not considering how it's making that other person feel. And they evidently don't care. And let me tell you something else. If, for some reason, you are a parent of a child that is doing bullying, and let's say, excuse me for the sound, I'm in my truck. There we go. If you're the parent of a child that is only 8 or 9 years old and they are the bully, you should also be held responsible. Your child should be taught. When they start school, that is when they start learning different things. Learning their name, or how to spell their name. Learning their address, the alphabet. And that's an age where they also need to be started to be taught to be mature, to be respectful, to have manners. Because all that's going to matter later. And if you let a child that's only 9, or even 10, or even 11 or 12, if you let your children do that, it's going to say a lot for when they're older. And it's going to show people what they're going to turn out to be. So I do think that it is our job as a parent to make sure that our children stay away from them kind of things. From stealing and lying and hating and bullying and fighting and cussing and not caring. All these things are so important. But yet there's so many teenagers that do it today. And we can ask ourselves why every day. And there's really never a specific answer. because the list of answers goes on and on. There's a different reason for each person that does it. And all we can do is fight to stop it. To show people that we're not going to tolerate it. That we're not going to put up with it. Now listen up. If you're someone that's going to school and you're dealing with these things and someone is pushing you around, taking your lunch, making you pay them money, trying to fight you in the locker room, you've got to take action today. And I know it might be scary. It could be very scary because you're afraid that worse things will happen. And I understand that. But you can go to an adult. You can go to real friends. And you can say, look, I need help. These people won't leave me alone. You've got to take action right when it happens. So it doesn't progress to get worse. Because bad things happen when it gets worse. They take away your self-esteem, your pride, your dignity. They make you feel like you're nothing, and that's not true. Never listen to other kids when they try to judge you. No matter your color, your race, your height, your weight, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk. Never, never let another child, another teenager that's the same age as you, or a little younger or a little older, tell you who you are. You know who you are. And you got to believe in yourself. Not what others say about you. You don't got to put up with that. Right? You don't got to listen to what others say about you. What you got to do is stop it. You got to stop others picking on you. You got to show them that you're not going to put up with it. You're going to show them that, hey, enough is enough. And I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to listen to what you're saying. I'm not going to tolerate it. Because when you show them that you're not putting up with it, and when you show them that what they're doing isn't affecting you, that's when it will stop, folks. Now, some might say, well, you don't understand that. You don't know what that's like. And let me tell you something. I know exactly what that's like. I know exactly how that can make you feel. Because you see, when I was in school, I went to public school to start with. And being visually impaired, they tried to make fun of me. They tried to make jokes. And I showed them off the bat that, you know what you're doing right now, that's not going to work. It's not going to work what you're saying to me because I'm not going to listen to you. So go pick on somebody else. Leave me alone. Go pick on yourself. But I do understand what it's like. That I do, I can promise you. I can also promise you that I'm here for you. If you are going through a situation in your life, and let me tell you something, this can go for adults too. If you're going through abuse, mental abuse, or any of it, I'm here for you. I am here to listen, and I am here to take action. See, the only way I can take action for what's going on with others is by speaking out to the public. Showing the public that there are people that won't listen to it. There are people that will stand up and fight. And show that, you know what, this is not tolerated. And we're not going to stand for it. We need more people like me and like others out there to help fight against bullying. Because the more we fight and the more we stand up and the more things we do to prevent it, the less bad things we're going to see. You know, right now we're going to see, and we see it every day. Did you know every 5 minutes somebody has either tried to commit suicide or has committed suicide from being bullied? Guys, that's so horrible. What you can do to help right now is share this post. Share this on your Facebook, your Twitter, Blogger, any of the social sites, any of them, any of the social platforms that you use. Share this. Encourage people to listen, whether it's parents or whether it's a bully or whether it's a victim. Because I've got messages for both sides. I do. I'm going to start right now. And I'm going to deliver a message to the bullies. And if you're a bully, I can't promise you that you're going to like what I got to say. But I can promise you one thing, that it's facts. My first question is this. What is your problem? What is wrong with you to pick on other people? Why do you feel so bad about yourself that you got to belittle other people around you? Why do you hate yourself? Why do you think so bad about yourself? Why do you think that you're ugly? Why do you think that you're fat? Why do you think that you're not smart enough? Why do you think that you're cooler than somebody else? Why? You don't got to be hated. You don't got to be on the other side of the line where people are against you. You could be on our side. You could be fighting with us. You could go from being a bully right now to being a supporter. Let me ask you something else. What happens if you go to school tomorrow and you start picking on that boy or girl again, and they go home and they take their own life? What then? Are you still going to feel so cool? Are you still going to be ready to go to school the next day and find your next victim? Huh? Are you going to lay your head down at night knowing that because of you, somebody took their own life? Because of you, they felt like this world wasn't for them? Because of you, they felt like they wasn't good enough or wasn't loved? What is enough for you to stop? When are you going to stop? When it's too late? Or are you going to stop when something bad happens to you? When you end up bullying the wrong person and then that person takes their life and then somebody else comes along and does something really bad to you because of what you did. Picture it. You're walking down the road one day. Pop! You get shot. Or someone runs up behind you and hits you in the back of the head with a bat. Or a group of people catch you and beat you down to the bully that you are. Is that what you want? Does it really make you sleep better to know that you make someone else feel like they are nothing? Does it make you do better in school? To make another person feel like they're not loved or wanted? Does it give you better grades? No. So why don't you act your age? Stop being a bully. Be a person where everybody can love you. Guys, I apologize about the noise. I'm eating them sun seeds. So, well, chewing on them. And they're really good. But anyway. You don't got to be the person that you are right now. Because more likely you're being this person that either one, try to look big and bad in front of your friends at school. Or number two, which is in most cases, bad things are going on at home. Things that you don't want to talk about. So you go to school and you bully somebody else to try to relieve your own anger, your own pain. When in reality you could get help if things are going wrong in your life. Maybe your parents are druggies or alcoholics. Or maybe you feel like you're left out when you get home. All you got to do is reach out. Somebody's always there to help. But no one's ever going to help you as long as you're a bully. No one will ever support you. And one day, you're going to look around and nobody will be there for you. So is it really worth it? Is it worth it to take somebody else's life because it makes you feel better? So my advice to you is to think about what you're doing and to think about what I asked you. And to change. Don't be a bully. Be a supporter. You know how many people would look up to you if you went to school and all of a sudden instead of bullying, you're telling these other guys, hey, you leave him alone. They say, well, I thought you was doing it too. And you say, no, it's got to stop. I was wrong. People are going to look up to you. The teacher, the principal, the victim. Think about it. All of a sudden you change your ways. And you go to school and you apologize to the one you was picking on. And you start supporting that person and keeping others from picking on them. You're going to make that person feel like they're on top of the world. You're going to say, oh my gosh, This is awesome. I don't got to worry about getting up and going to school and being picked on. Nobody should have to have that on their conscience before they go to bed and when they get up. Oh, I got to go back to school tomorrow. Get picked on. That's why you see a lot of them take their life. They don't want to go back. They don't want to go back to that point where they're being pushed around and being humiliated. So change. Stop being a bully and be a supporter. Now to the victims. If any of you are listening right now and you're going through this at school, let me tell you something. You don't got to put up with it. You need to stand up, take action, and show them that you're not going to listen no more. Now, I'm not saying fight. Fighting never resolves nothing. I'm saying you tell them to leave you alone, and then you go to a teacher and you go to a principal and you say, this has got to stop. They're doing it every day. And if you've told them before and it's still going on, you tell them, either this stops or I'm going to have my parents contact the media. And I'm going to call your school out on the news. Actions will be taken. And they will do something about it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're a good person. You're smart. You're beautiful. The clothes you wear are just fine. The way you talk, there's nothing wrong with you. You're different. I'm different. Your neighbor's different. Your friends at school, they're all different. Every human is different. Every student at school, they're all different. So don't be thinking anymore that you're below anybody else. No one else is better than you. And you are being the better person by standing up and showing the bullies that what they say no longer bothers you. See, you laugh at them. You laugh at them. And when you laugh at them, and when they see that what they're doing isn't bothering you no more, they're going to stop. Now, if they're hitting on you at school or trying to punk you, you've got to go to an adult. Don't be embarrassed. And don't be scared. Because you don't want to be a victim anymore. And you don't want to end up doing the things that other victims have done. You are just as worthy as every other human that walks on this earth. This earth, this world, belongs to you just as much as anyone else. So do me a favor and stand up today. And as you stand up, look around. See if there's others being picked on and help them. Help others around you as you help yourself. If anybody ever needs to talk about anything, you can contact me at jestep78@gmail.com. You can also go to theblindcommunity.org. There's a live chat. You can talk to me directly. You can also find that same live chat at cmsfunnels.com. And here soon you'll be able to find it on our site that we're creating to help support the fight against bullies. I love every one of you guys. And I hope that this message got through to you. Please help share this. And I'll see you next time. Right here, just like last time. I appreciate every one of you. I love every one of you. Take action today. And help us stop the bullying. And change other people's life.